Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Paddling Pool 207. I am Spy, the annoying child, with Pat here. Hello, Pat. How are you doing?
Hi, Spy. I'm doing great, and you're not that young.
I know. I mean, I'm almost 17, so I guess that counts.
Oh, yes, yeah, you're a child. Of course.
Hello.
I'm twice your age.
You just said I'm not that young, and now you're gonna say
I
I'm a
didn't
child.
know! You didn't sound that young.
I mean, when I talk to you'd have to hear my voice like 5 years ago. I sounded like a 5-year-old.
Anyways, we are back with ASC Tenshi this time against White Noise.
We have the missile spam. ASC Tenshi, why?
Hey, if it
No, but
works,
like
it
actually,
works.
we have Mako Mart again with zones, and we actually see a Sea Jet on the side of White Noise. I love Sea Jet. It's fun.
And the Ditch was getting the pick, but that was a trade, I guess. And meanwhile, White Noise, they get the control of the zone, and right now they have very good control of that stack. And they're gonna keep making points.
Yeah, and the Flings a Roller is kind of minding its own business, just farming missiles. I hate it. Why do you do this? We just got out of a missile meta. Just please, ASC Tenshi, you've lost all your I forgot the word. Let's move on.
I mean, the problem with the Flingza is that you need some time to farm these missiles, and when Orion is running at you constantly with the Tetras and getting the picks, getting the value out of these missiles is going to be pretty hard. But right now, White Noise is going to do to ASC Tenshi what ASC Tenshi did to Yasub last round. It's a very fast zones game for the opening.
Yeah, it was really fast paced again, and I feel like, especially because these Tetras were so focused on countering the Flingza Roller, they kind of had a 4v3, I could say, even if the Flingza Roller did get some picks, and I feel like that just gave White Noise a lot more space to work with.
Yeah, Orion with the Tetras was in there. It was so powerful, and honestly, they were not focusing the things that they were focusing everybody and getting every fight that they could. That was crazy.
Also, missiles did get nerfed in this game, but there's still, global range across the entire map. You see everyone, and it's a good displacement. So, missiles did get less spammable. They're still in a really high spot. And I feel like the only thing keeping missiles away right now is the main weapons they're on. I mean, they're on Gootuber, which is a mediocre main weapon, which doesn't paint a lot. It's on Reflux, a mediocre main weapon, which paints a lot, but is really mediocre. And it's on Flingza Roller, which is definitely the best out of the missile picks, but still,
Yeah, for sure.
doesn't really... I feel like the moment they get missiles on a shooting weapon, which I hope will never ever happen, this meta is gonna be revolving around missiles again, and I hope that will never happen.
I mean, when people ask for the end of a crab meta, I'm just gonna say, be careful what you wish for. Be careful.
I want the rock paper scissors meta from Splatoon 2 back. I mean, I haven't really experienced it. I just watched meta history from Prochera, and I just saw that this rock paper scissors meta was kind of the great age of Splatoon 2, where a lot of weapons were viable, and especially in the game with Splatoon 3, where a lot of weapons aren't viable and the balancing is awful. I feel like that would be really good for the game. But I feel like to kind of get this golden age, they'd have to fix the maps.
Yeah,
Please.
Honestly, I'm not that bothered with Splash and Crab Tank. My main issue is the maps. It's the fact that we have such like choke points and really so suppressive spaces. Like it's going to favor range, it's going to favor crab. Until we get flanks, like Bucket and Blaster are not going to be that good, and we that's what we need. Not much like really changes on the weapons as much as the maps, but
Yeah.
we are going to Undertow Spillway for tower control. That was picked by ASC Tenshi to try to find a counter to White Nose, who so far have been so powerful.
Yeah, I was just about to say, speaking of bad stages, here we have Undertow Tower Control. No, I actually love Undertow on zones, even though it's one of the most hated map modes in the entire game. I love Undertow zones. But this is Undertow Tower, so I don't like it.
Yeah, that middle of the map that you have to take control on, and that's such a hallway, is really something to go through. Not the best, but once the map opens up, like there is such geometry, there's such you have so many options once you're past like that first checkpoint. And that second checkpoint, you have so many things to do from there. And right now, ASC Tenshi is getting picked up by White Nose.
I mean, ASC Tenshi actually got a really strong push off at the beginning. But I feel like now it's kind of time for White Noise to make that counter push. They got the Tetras again. And they don't have the staircase, so that's kind of not good for the Tetras right now, because the only option to kind of get into their base and do more distraction is to kind of wait for the tower to cross that, you know, that the grades over there, so they could get a little bit more value. But it seems rather neutral right now, because AC Tenshi does seem to be kind of pressured into their zone. Oh, there's a staircase, never mind.
Yep, and Orion is in. Orion will be out, but Orion really took enough time from ASC Tenshi that White Noise could get the lead right before being splatted.
Yeah, and with that, White Noise got the lead, which does seem really good for them, but I feel like it's time for AC Tenshi to do that counter push again. So it's a back and forth again about who has control over certain parts of the map. I feel like now AC Tenshi really has good mid control, but I also feel like White Noise doesn't really stand out too much in this, because while they are being pressured, they still don't seem to be giving up, especially because they do have some map control, even if it's just really not that much.
But right now, great advantage by ASC Tenshi. There was just the splash that was still alive on the side of White Noise. They are getting that crab and trying to stop things, but the checkpoint is taken by ASC Tenshi, and ASC Tenshi right now, they have a great option on this game, 3 versus 2.
Yeah, and they're only down to the last checkpoint right now, which is something that they should really be looking out for, because the last checkpoint is kind of where things start to get interesting and chaotic, because it's like right where that spawn is, and so like that AC Tenshi could get really countered out, but White Noise actually looks to be starting a counter push, which does seem to take effect right now, because White Noise actually got 3 specials right now. I mean, that rain was already used, but now they have 2 crabs left, and they're actually using these right now too. And AC Tenshi actually got some picks right now, so this push actually seems to be not going anywhere, especially with that one jump being cancelled out right now. Or not. The Tetris actually got a redemption arc.
So much fighting, but this seems to be going the way of ASC Tenshi, who they're gonna try to extend their lead right now. And they are on good road to do that. They are the final checkpoint. And once you're past that checkpoint, it's pretty much over.
Yeah. And with that, AC Tenshi gets the first point of this set, which is now 1-1 for nobody. I don't know why I keep saying that, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, that was great fight by ASC Tenshi, really getting the edge at the right times, but that was their counter pick. And now getting to White Noise's counter pick, this looks scary. I don't like White Noise was so commanding on that first game, and that second game that was chosen by ASC Tenshi was very close, to be honest, and so I feel like White Nose can still be very confident in their ability to get this one.
Yeah, and I just realized this is the best of 5.
Yep, it is.
I'm far behind on everything right now. I'm sorry. Also, wait, I gotta blow my nose. My nose is so stuffy. It's so annoying.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Meanwhile, the counter pick will be Splat Zones on Hagglefish Market. We've already seen ASC Tenshi being very good on it, but against the Ryan and the Tetras, it's going to be something else.
Maybe they're gonna use their combo of double splash machine and Splatana Stamper again because that worked pretty well for them.
Probably, and we're about to see it. It's battle time.
Also, yeah, Chad, I don't want MPU back either. MPU can, like,
Nobody wants
get
that.
out of everything, please. Oh, yeah, I actually see a custom Jet Squelcher on the side of White Noise again, which is great. And we see triple splash. Yay! No, I'm just kidding. And what is a Neo Splash? Please stay away from this game.
The splash is very good.
I'm gonna stick to my opinion about T-Tech just being the overall better pick. I'm sorry.
But lightweight, no RNG.
T-Tech is cool. No, let's not discuss this in this match right now. ASC Tenshi has got the lead and they have some overall control, but they have 2 people down. So, yeah, good introduction, right?
Yep, and they are using the Trace Track to keep us on a little bit longer, but White Noise taking it and moving forward. Orion already in, getting punished right away, but it's a Tetras. They're used to getting punished. That's what they do on game.
I mean, yeah, right now White Nose just kind of focuses on, you know, protecting that zone right now using a crab tank. Obviously, that one Splash is using his crab tank right now, and the other Splash is also using his crab tank as a counter. That's a great counter to crab tank. And actually, ASC Tenshi seems to be getting some control back, but they're still being held back from the very good painting comp of White Noise. I mean, C-Jet is really a good weapon to paint. Especially with that rain, it just gives it a lot of more opportunities to paint the zone and just gather more control, even if it's just a bit, because rain is not that strong, but I still think it's a great displacement special for the game.
Yeah, it can do much more than people give it credit for sure. Right now, White Nose looking to keep that lead if they can by contesting the zone. That is so cool. Orion with a Reef Slider that was gonna get a kill, followed by another by the Tetras. That's very much what you want to see from Tetras.
Yeah, and just Tetris in general are weapons that, while they're maybe not in the meta right now because of the terrible... Oh my god! Those Tetris just got a triple kill. That's a great triple kill by Orion. Like, as I was gonna say, Tetris, while not being really good in the meta right now, that doesn't really matter because the main weapon is great and, you know, the special kind of holds it back. So it's not in the best spot right now, but it's definitely in a better spot than Splatoon 2 Tetras. But that's not really, you know, it's really easy to kind of overkill Splatoon 2's Tetra picks because they were really bad.
I mean, it's about the threat that you can manage to put on the enemy. In Splatoon 2, keeping your ground and punishing Jubies was much easier. In Splatoon 3, weapons like Tetras or Splatana Wiper like really have their spot in the meta and really pushing it towards things going faster and more aggressive.
I definitely see what you mean, because they do have they don't have MPU holding the back dualies in general, so
Yep.
that's great for them. And actually, as we speak, White Noise actually works down their penalty, while it does seem like a really close match right now, because ASC Tenshi does have only 33 points on their counter left. It seems like those Tetras are able to get like 2 picks, which is really good for them, and just getting that trade is just what Tetras do, like in general. But it actually seems like AC Tenshi wants to push back again with that tri-strike, and the splash actually wants to go in, but it goes down. And now there's only 8 seconds left on the side of White Noise. It seems like the crab tank actually wants to get the control back, but they're held back by that other crab tank of AC Tenshi. It's only 50 seconds left on the clock. The machine is kind of trying to get the splash and actually gets the pick, so that's good. And now they got the Tetras too, and they got a trade. That is really strong, and now White Noise got a wipeout. What the hell was this turn of events?
Yeah, that trade was not the trade that ASC Tenshi wanted. Again, the constant flanks and aggressivity of the Tetras, they really enabled the rest of the team to safely move forward and get the picks. And right now, White knows it's their game to win.
They're gonna get the KO. Oh my god, they got the KO. That's just kind of really something that's kind of savage if you win the KO by like the last few seconds. That's kind of cool though. Wait, is it? It's 2-1 right now, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's 2-1 in favor of White Noise.
Also, Epic Pikachu. Yeah, oh my god, I was just gonna say Pole Season, Freshwater Hour, you just kind of... I wanted to say Pole Season too. Thank you for, stealing my joke, even though it was not really stolen because you said it before me, so...
Yeah, that's...
I don't know,
the
I'm
opposite of
just
stealing.
kind of trying to
You're
get myself out of, being not able to say that joke because it's mildly, yeah. It's really just Pole Season and not Fresh Season.
ASC Tenshi right now, they are back against the wall. They need to win on their counter pick, and then they need to win on White Noise's counter pick in order to advance to the finals. Like the winning team gets to the finals.
I'm actually interested to see what counter pick they're gonna pick now. I mean, we had some really weird maps like Undertow Tower, which is not good. But I feel like ASC Tenshi kind of has a wide variety of maps that it can actually play on. I feel like they're really greatly experienced. So I feel like the bad map design of Splatoon 3's maps aren't that fatal to them. You know what I mean?
I feel like you want a map node where White Noise's aggressivity will not be that much of a problem. Well, you want to be able to control the pace, because once ASC Tenshi if ASC Tenshi manages to keep his Tetras at bay, to keep like their pace, to keep their ground, they should be fine.
Yeah, I feel like maps with a lot of choke points are kind of weird because it's basically just the same scenario. You just kind of use your specials, go through an area, and then that's it. So that's just basically all the Splatoon 3 maps, so I'm really not a big fan of that. So hopefully it's gonna be Flounder. Wait.
Nope. It's going
Oopsie-doop.
to be Brinewater Spring on Splatters.
Oh, never mind. They're gonna use choke points again. Tetris block. It's literally that one Tetris block.
And
Why do I
there
gotta
are
steal them?
lanes, there are flanks. It's a decent map. If you play on it well, like there are lots of different things to do on this map and different ways to approach it. And I can't wait to see what these two teams do on it.
I'm also really interested because we haven't really seen these wide range weapons like E-Leader or something, or Zekofin. Like we have seen Zekofin, but not in this set yet. So I feel like Zekofin could be a really strong pick. I mean, it's one of the best chargers in the game right now, and it also gets great displacement while being in a safe place. And that could be especially strong on a map like Brinewater Springs.
And we're about to see right now, game is about to start. Match point for White Noise.
And we see the double splash, Tetra, and C-Jet comp by White Noise again. And we see the triple splash and machine comp by ASC Tenshi again. So sadly, no Zekofin.
No Zekofin, but a backline weapon on the side of White Noise with the C-Jet. C-Jet. This is a weapon that can do so much if it has like the ability, like it has so much ability to control space and to stop the enemy from going forward.
Yeah, I definitely get what you mean, because it is, like you said, a long-range weapon that gets to control a lot of space, and especially on a map like Brinewater where it's really small and the jet has a great fire rate, so that it just gives it a lot of opportunity to control space. But as we speak, AC Tenshi still has control of the zone, being only down to 27, and you know, White Noise just kind of is conflicted because they try to use the crab tanks, but they're always interrupted by tri-strikes or other specials used by the side of AC Tenshi. And again, it seems like AC Tenshi is just kind of holding onto the zone, while White Noise does seem to get grain countering. It's still not
no penalty. That could be it.
Oh my god, wait.
Is that it?
No, I don't think so. Oh my god. Okay, that is really sad to see on the counter on the last point, and now that Tetras, they got 2 kills in a row, and now it's all up to the favor of AC, no, not AC Tenshi, White Noise.
White Noise, well, they know what they want to do now. You need a KO to win, that's it.
Yeah, that's easy though, right? You just need to outskill them. No, I'm just kidding.
But right now with the other out of the trace track going at the zone, but White Noise managing to keep the zone on their side, not getting penalty, but that maybe will happen this time. No, the zone stays neutral.
And the Tetris is getting their trade again, and White Noise actually tries to keep control of the zone while that machine is really bothering them, and they still got control of the zone. It's the exact same kind of turns of events like with ASC Tenshi, where they get control of the zone for a long time, and then they just kind of... What the hell? Is this it? No, don't tell me they...
The Tetris got a triple. The Tetris got a triple. And
there's actually 3-1 for White Noise right now. They got a really good counter. 1 freaking point.
What a game by both teams, and White Noise getting the best of it by 1 point, I guess.
Yeah. If I was AC Tenshi, I would be full on rage right now. I mean, that is just kind of the most painful way to lose a match, by just 1 freaking point.
Yeah. That was a crazy comeback by White Noise. Congrats to them. We will see them in the finals right after this short break.